Cut them off, cut them off. That's right. Cut them off. So yeah, gotta cut these people off for real, for real. I'm just saying, cut them off. Like, ain't no going back, ain't no looking back. Cut them off for good. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, it's time to pivot. It's time to pivot for real. Because at the end of the day, as Nino Brown say, if they ain't supporting, they ain't important. And that is definitely true. You know, in order to get to where you got to get to, you got to leave those folks behind. I'm only dealing with people I'm supposed to deal with. In particular, they know who they are. The rest, I cut them off. Cut them off and moving forward. Forgive and move on. And that's all to it. Yeah, I got to pivot. I ain't waiting on so-called black folks to support. They gonna support, they gonna support. If they ain't gonna support, they ain't gonna support. If people ain't gonna support, they ain't important in multitude of ways. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Gotta be a lot more stricter. So yeah. Yeah, so now I made some changes for the better. And I'm gonna keep it like that. Be talking about things besides what I normally talk about and get an audience that want to tune in. Hit the like button without asking them to hit like the button. They hit the support without asking them to support. They just gonna do it because they know, hey, you know, this is I want to listen to this more, so I'm going to support it. You get what I'm saying? Yep, definitely, definitely. And I'm really, really serious about this. I'm really, really serious about it. So I made a lot of changes, a lot of changes. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming for real. And whoever gonna support it. Whoever gonna like the video, gonna like the video. And that's it. It's just a matter of when the pivot happens, and it gradually happens. I'm like, okay, now I have an interesting audience. Okay, that's what's up. Yep. It's gonna take time for the algorithm, maybe not that long, to change. And then next thing you know, it's gonna be more interesting. Yeah, gotta cut people off that is not supposed to be in your life and not going where you're going. You know, real talk, real talk. Yeah, I'm very, very serious about this. You know, yeah. I was watching a couple of Netflix movies, watch something I used to watch and then watch something that came out recently. Very interesting, very, very interesting. You know, yeah, very, very, very interesting. So from now on, I'm just going to focus on just leaving things for what it is. And I'm not going to repeat myself to people. And that's it. And that's all to it. Yeah. I was listening to Nina Brown. Yeah, you got to cut them off. Can't go back to what you was around and what you used to deal with. For real. Because that's going to stagnate what you got supposed to come to you. So yeah, yeah, definitely. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. We're gonna see what works and what doesn't work. And so You got people viewing as usual. It is what it is, and I'm just ready to. I'm just ready to see what happens. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, and it's good that I got kicked out. Dealing with certain people, and I don't have to deal with them. So when I was talking about the kick out situation, I was talking about in particular. What I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong being kicked out, being removed, because it happens for a great reason. You know what I'm saying? So, yep, definitely, definitely, definitely. I ain't gonna be too long with people that's watching and tuning in, and they're not gonna say anything. It is what it is. You know, I mean that's just what it is with this YouTube thing, and yeah, I'm very, very looking forward to what's coming up real soon, and get the audience that I'm supposed to get. You know, it's not wrong to pivot. It's not wrong to get off certain topics you used to talk about. What I'm saying? Get into stuff that you're going to get more people to watch, look into what you're saying, and then eventually it gradually, your channel grows, the support grows naturally. And I want to get it to a point I have to say like the video. I don't have to say share the video. I ain't got to say if you want to support the Cash App, support the Cash App. It's just going to happen. Or support the Super Chat. They'll support the Super Chat. You know? So, yeah, yeah, yep. And it will be not everybody getting wrenches like it was before. I made some changes with that too. So, yeah, I made some changes with that. So, yep. Let me get rid of this broke troll. That's what I'm gonna do. Get rid of this broke troll. Get rid of this broke troll. You think I'm gonna have a conversation with people that don't even have a dime to their name? You coming in here trolling? You don't even have a dime to your name. It's just another. It's just one of these things they try to pull. These type of entities come in. Try to have a conversation. Please take your whoever you want to be today somewhere else. That's the crazy part. I'll just be so glad when I can get rid of these entities out of my platform. It's just gonna be so great because YouTube is gonna start making sure of that real soon. To where people could be normal and, and get rid of these no subscriber channels. Once they get that happening, I'm gonna be so glad we could actually talk to people that have sense for once. You don't want to be dealing with people that don't have sense. They can't support a dime yet they got habits they need to work on. That's the crazy part. And have the nerve to tell me what I'm saying ain't true. You don't even know me, whoever you're trying to be today. You think I want to deal with y'all? Please. Go back to your visibility elsewhere. And that's another thing. You don't want to entertain people that ain't doing nothing, just talking. Why I want to talk to people that just talking? Don't bring nothing to the table. Nothing. Nothing to the table. You think I want to stay around this environment? No. Don't want to stay around this environment. And that's the last thing I want to do, stay around free, uh, loaded environment, watching my content. That's why the best thing to do, and this is how it works, is to put the channel every day to members only. I wouldn't care if I have nobody in the chat. That's even better than having these things, whatever they want to be or they're trying to be, come in my chat with their nonsense, with nothing in their pocket, using somebody's online service. Ridiculous. You see what you got to deal with? Now everybody got to deal with this nonsense. These monitoring spirits and all that. Some people don't got to deal with that. Thank the Lord for that, because can't wait to get them out of the way too. For real. Real talk. I'm so tired of this nonsense I'm seeing all the time. Want to get away from it as far as possible. Want to be around normalcy on the internet, where people have a normal conversation where things is flowing. It's better than that than deal with this off the wall nonsense watchers, Yeah. Change your environment. Get around people that's doing something. That's productive, kind of productive. Telling you. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of changes. I'm pivoting. I ain't gonna talk about, social issues. I ain't gonna talk about none of that. Them days are over. You're gonna have to figure it out. Go to another channel to freeload off and get your social issues, looked at, whatever that may be. Because this channel is going in a different direction. Hmm. That's why a lot of most content creators pivot. They don't see no, you get nothing out of, saying certain things. You get nothing out of it. But just a good, excuse words. Man, ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, I've been on longer than I expected. What I've been on for 13 minutes. So, yeah. And I'm betting, and I'm betting that people don't want to support because they don't want to support. You guys are proving me to be right. You guys is proving me to be right every single time. You just come to watch for free because you have a free mindset mentality. But that's going to change soon because the stuff I'm going to talk about, you ain't going to want to be around. So that's a good thing. That's going to be a good thing. And shout out to those who pivot. Shout out to those who pivot. Staying away from certain things they used to talk about and seeing the growth in their channel and get around actual winners and developing the numbers that's supposed to be happening. Yeah, it's that time. Yeah, you know. And I unsubscribe from a lot of channels too. And that's a good thing. I'm gonna have it to whereas it's a certain number I'm gonna have channels that I'm gonna stay subscribed to and I watch them from time to time. The rest don't even care for real. So shout out to the real subscribers, not this whatever subscriber base that I have. You get what I'm saying? And you monitoring spirits, you are not going to be monitoring. You're going to be monitoring each other. That day is coming. And so I'm going to get on out of here. Ain't nobody saying anything, of course. People are quiet. And like I said, I'm going to get to a point that I ain't got to ask to like the video. I ain't got to ask for you to support when you can't support. I'm going to get that type of crowd before I even start the show, the likes is going up and the money support comes here and there. That's gonna make me want to do more content because the days of just doing content just to do content, it's over. I could chill out for a minute and focus on other things. It don't have to be on here. That's about it. I'm gonna get on out of here. Do not request me for certain content because I'm not doing it. I'm staying away from it. I'm gonna just pivot into other things, and that's what it is. Ain't enough to talk about social issues and this and that, and there's nothing coming out of it. There's no liking the video, there's no sharing the video, there's no kind of support here and there. So yeah, I'm gonna just talk about other things. That's gonna do the numbers. I'm out of here. Peace.